So yesterday, our president, which topic now we are meeting is shy. Goodluck, Jonathan sat down with a few media personalities and they talked about the major things that happen in the nation. Key issue was security, as expected. And I'm just going to run down some of the things the president said to give an idea of where his mind is at. Please put on the AC. Okay. Security is a global challenge, not just in Nigeria. Those are the words of Goodluck Jonathan. He also explained that the changes in... Can we close that window? He also explained that the changes in the cabinet, the few changes that have gone on in the cabinet is because Boko Haram have proved to be very dynamic in the way they go about their stuff. So he feels that the government must also be dynamic in the way they respond to the security challenges. So our president says that the changes in the cabinet are to confuse them a little, bring in new personnel, bring in new tactics on tackling the Boko Haram situation. And he has clearly stated that the government will not dialogue with a faceless group. The government also wants, this was a very interesting side of Goodluck Jonathan to see. He was being very fatherly when he said that the government also wants the Boko Haramists themselves to become productive. He wants them to stop all the rubbish they're doing. Those were his words, stop this rubbish and become productive citizens. So we can see that our president is taking a fatherly approach to this matter. And the fact that they have not one person has come out and said, I am Boko Haram, makes it quite a challenge for the government in addressing the issue. And our president also said that terrorists around the world have one agenda, which is to destabilize government. And he says that if attacking churches doesn't work, the same Boko Haram will start attacking mosques because they just are looking for new ways to get attention, or to destabilize government in Nigeria. He has promised that the government is working very hard to stop Boko Haram. And then he was asked by one of the media, the journalists there, why he has not visited Borno and Maiduguri, which is the headquarters of Boko Haram. President Jonathan said he was to spend time in Borno, but the airport was under construction and they didn't want to fly into the state by helicopter for security reasons, but he would definitely visit. And then, recently there was the whole attacking him about going to Brazil when the nation seems to be in chaos. And President Jonathan says he has no regrets for going to Brazil. He says he feels so sad when even one Nigerian dies, but he believes that the goal of any terrorist group is to strangle government. And if the Nigerian government is seen to be not working because of Boko Haram, then it's a terrible thing for the country. So he defends his going to Brazil and says that no president would stop a journey because of terror, because not going on engagements internationally would send the wrong signal to the international community about what is going on in Nigeria. I do agree about that. Funny enough, that was the same reason I gave someone as to why he going to Brazil or not going to Brazil. About corruption, our president said, explained that the change in EFCC was because a lot of people had lost confidence in the past EFCC chairman and they needed to make those changes. About asset declaration, he was very firm on that. His words actually were, the issue of asset declaration is a matter of principle. I say it and I don't give a damn about it. He says that the law is clear. The public officer declaring his assets or not, he explained that he declared his assets under Yaradua because of the whole Yaradua did, and he also went and did. But that his words, how long has he been in government now? How much could he have acquired in that time? So really, I guess our president was just leave him alone about that. He's not declaring any assets. If you want to go and shout about it on social media, that one is your business. He has said his own. And I actually like this quote. He said, President Jonathan said, criticizing Jonathan and the Jonathan administration is big business. So a lot of people who make that their work. Basically, the president is on to you guys. So okay, that's really more or less everything. Oh, I must say, Mope Ogun of Channel, she did a fantastic job. I think she was the most outstanding of all those journalists there, and I commend her for her, her good work. So yeah, that's it. The president's chats. That's my summary of everything that was spoken about. Let me see. My most interesting. Yes, the most thing I found interesting was when the president says, "I am a calm person that can listen to rubbish for 30 minutes." So basically, if somebody comes to sit down in front of him and the person is talking rubbish for 1 hour, the president says he will sit down and he will listen to that rubbish, and it doesn't necessarily mean he agrees with the person or he will do what they want him to do, but he just is that guy who will listen to your rubbish for 30 minutes. This is Tara Ekio, and this has been From the Blogger's Mouth.